Never too old to be a student, that's what I always say. Right, my little Porgy-Wan apprentice?
Welcome back, everyone. Today we are reviewing Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, The Last Call on the Oculus Quest 2. If you enjoy the review, please remember to leave a like and hit subscribe for more virtuality content. Now, before we get into the review, I just want to let you know what kind of Star Wars fan I am. I have seen every single film. I've bought them on Blu-ray, on DVD. I don't own any clothing. I currently don't own a lightsaber. And I've played lots of the games. So I would say I am an average fan. I'm not an avid fan, but I do enjoy Star Wars. Now, before we begin, the way in which this DLC has been presented inside the actual game has been a bit confusing for me, but more on that in a minute. Currently, the price of this is $10 for the DLC standalone, or it's $35 for the first part and the second. And when you enter the game, you download the DLC via an in-game menu. You must have played quite a bit of the first game to access this DLC. So a current big shout out to E- for sending me his save file to do this review. I recently picked up a new quest and I didn't back up my save. So yeah, he pretty much saved me on this one. Now, when it comes to the release of this, personally I would have preferred a standalone version of the game, similar to what happened in the Vader Immortal series. I do understand how DLC works, but for some reason in this game I found it a little confusing, and there are certain elements that you cannot progress until you do previous events in the first game, which is great unless you really want to dive into the new stuff only. Upon starting up this game, I was immediately impressed with the graphics. I seriously think this is one of the most detailed and best looking games available on Oculus Quest 2. There's some very clever work going on with the foveated rendering in this, and the game looks absolutely spectacular. Certain moments in this I couldn't help but get up close and look at the detail, and it runs very smooth. A couple of moments where things get really heavy on action, you might see some frame drops, but that might have been while I was recording as well. Apart from that, this game easily stands up as a real triumph for what the Oculus Quest 2 can do. Also, while I was in this game, it kind of made me wonder if it looked this good before. I know the game looked good, but I just simply can't remember it looking as good as this. High level audio, great sound effects, amazing soundtrack, everything as to be expected from something from IMLX Labs. I also want to thank the developers for adding so many great options for the players. You can change your belt, body positions, therefore playing seated is actually okay. You don't feel like you're really missing out on anything. And there's lots of great options in here for movement and comfort. I think that's absolutely awesome. Currently, the state of VR, we are just missing standard stuff. And I'm really pleased to say everything that I would expect in a VR game is in this game. In this DLC, you play as a variety of characters. You get to play again as Jedi AU, IG-88 from The Mandalorian, and also a Stormtrooper. These all felt really different, and I really enjoyed all of them. And the least I enjoyed was actually the Jedi part, because it's kind of similar to the very first game, where it's more of a Jedi experience for about 10-15 minutes. But the rest of the game was very similar to the original, was very action orientated. IG-88 sees you aggressively attack a tower block on a bounty hunting mission. You have a very cool heads-up display, and IG-88's torso spins independently at targets, very similar to the program. My only issue with this is his arms don't actually move naturally with yours, so it's quite weird to get used to first of all, but it's still overly very, very cool. Now, the Stormtrooper Mission gave me such true Star Wars vibes. Playing this level reminded me so much of the game Star Wars Dark Forces.
A new Stormtrooper that can take out a rebel base that quickly? I should have kept working for the Empire.
And I absolutely love this section of the game. It was really, really cool, and I would definitely replay this section as well. Pleased to say as well, the jetpack isn't literally just for reaching higher ledges. You can move around with an upgrade. Also, while you're in the shop, make sure you buy the shoulder holsters. Definitely essential to carrying so many more weapons. And in this game, there is some very cool new weapons. The voice acting and the characters are superbly animated, and all in all this DLC clocks in at around 4 to 5 hours. I've personally very much enjoyed this journey. Considering the price, I think it's an absolute no-brainer, and everyone should pick this up, and Star Wars fans are going to absolutely love it. I loved every moment. I was really into it. I was really enjoying it. As I said, the Jedi bit is probably the most calming, but it's meant to be at that point of the game, and you'll see what I'm saying when you get there yourselves. But ultimately, for the price, this is an absolute no-brainer, and I highly recommend that everyone check this out. Thank you ever so much for watching this very quick video. If you did enjoy it, please remember to leave a like, leave a comment below whether you're going to pick this up or not, and your thoughts on the series in general, because some people felt Tales of the Galaxy was overly expensive for the length of the game. But now you've got a similar length campaign as extra DLC for $10. I kind of feel it's balanced out a little bit, and I think that was the aim of this. So thank you ever so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
I speak from experience when I say that, because I did it once. And if any... That's him. Hey, Doc, how about those Otagans, huh? Broke my rule right out of the gate. He's all yours. Good luck.